and all students. Today we are going to see about the Unit 4 of Professional Ethics. So, Professional Ethics of Unit 4, the topic is Safety, Responsibilities and Rights. Okay, so these are the subtopics of given for the Unit 4. Safety and risk, assessment of the safety and risk benefit analysis, reducing risk, respect for authority, connectivity wrapping, and then conflict of interest, occupational crime, professional rights, employee rights, and IPR and discriminations. All of these are comes under the Unit 4 topics. So what is the safety, responsibilities and risk? We'll see the next slide of the PPT. So what is the meaning by safety and risk? So risk is a key element in any engineering design. So concept of safety is nothing but it is a risk or needs to be the acceptable. So one is a safety, it's allowing to the risk needs. So what engineering designs are happen to the risk analysis, but we have to do to maintain during of the safety also. Okay, so you can cover all the safety side of the environment and you have to solve the particular situation. So that is called as a safety and as well as risk. So safety or the effective value judgment about what is the acceptable risk to the given person or group. Okay, so what is the type of the risk they are given? The voluntary and involuntary risk, short-term and long-term consequence, accepted probabilities and reversible effects. They show levels for risk replay, and the intermediate risk is one of the most elaborated and exhaustive study. So risk is nothing but short-term and long-term. Two types of terms is there. So what are the risk analysis is happening inside the environment and as well as society and to appeasement of the persons, and you have to curriculum to all the you have to analyze the risk and particular time you have to solve the safety secure cards also. So immediately the risk what happen and the analysis which will happen the immediate risk means you have to control the safety, you have to protect your safety side. So that is important for the professional ethics. Okay, in the safety side we have to discuss about the personalized and the undertaken actions also and cover the risk criteria and risk of the risk systems. So risk identification, analysis, assessment and rating, suggestions and risk control, all those is comes under the risk functionalities. So risk functionalities we have to consider as one among the environment, which means in the risk analysis is happening means you have to secure all the part of the version. So that is a professional ethics of the one of the moral issues you are going to solve and sort of the problems. Okay, so next one is what are the assessment of the safety and risk. Okay, so the assessment and safety risk analysis is happen begins the see the first point of the risk analysis. The safety was defined as a risk that is no judge and acceptable. So the judge and acceptable is there now, that is a risk. So risk we have to get the unwanted potential environmental harmful occur. So that is called as a situation is made upon of the risk and as well as safety. Okay, so what are the probabilities of safety is equivalent to 1. The probability of risk is equivalent to occurrence and the consequence is an altitude. So these are the formula of the safety and as well as risk. So what is the risk is happening? So that particular time we have to smoothing to the safety also. So we are going to control the risk. The safety part, safety secure part only we have to control the risk. So the risk analysis of you are going to reduce the part means these are the equations you are going to solve and sort out to testing for the safety side. Okay, so now the 4 points is the criteria to save the safety system side. So what are the component functions of safety system side here? In the approaching, the testing is done till the components fail. It is too extensive but very realistic and useful. So the first functionality of the reconstructive of testing. Okay. The second one, what is the prototype of the testing? In the unit 3, we saw the product. That the development flow diagram is one experiment, social experiment of the engineering. So the first part, what is the analysis of happening? Design, and then you are going to prototype the design, and then you are going to evaluate the design. So that all the process all to make how you are going to go through for the safety as well as risk. Okay, so the prototype testing is nothing but the testing is done and the proportional scale model with all the variety components fixed in the system. So dimension analysis could be used to project the result and as well as the actual condition. So what is the condition is made upon between the risk and analysis. You have to analyze all the criteria participants and you have to fix one component to the particular limitation of the risk and as well as safety. So this is a third type of the testing. The fourth type of the testing is simulations. Simulations is nothing but how we are going to help the computer side. Okay, on the manual or automatic. So manual side now we are going to have the computer part and simulations are done the safety part maybe the update. So what are the effective of the computer input the safety side? So that means the variables of the outcome and can be precipitated to the better way to solve the safety part. Okay, so these are the assessments of applying to the safety and as well as risk analysis. Okay, so the next one is so risk benefit analysis and reducing risk. So what are the risks are happening in the environment side and as well as social society side. So the both the particular manner, what is the risk benefit analysis and how we are going to reduce the risk analysis. Okay, so the first one, how we are going to control the risk analysis here. So risk analysis is assessment of the hazards. So hazards is nothing but natural hazards are happening in the environment side. For example, the earthquake, volcanoes are coming, or a flood is coming, or dams. Anything else is a it's made upon to the environment, climate change in the environment. Anything is varying some risk analysis. Means you are going to set to the secure card, safety card part to be conditions you are going to made upon to using the safety card. Okay, so these are the hazards associated with the industries and commercial activities. Summaries with the three questions are given below. Okay, so hazard is an example they are getting for the risk benefit analysis. Okay, so what can go wrong? Okay, so what can go wrong for the hazard identification? So which hazard, natural hazards will going to be effect for the environment we don't know, but we have to analyze to the particular prediction itself. Okay, we have to control that also. Okay, so what are the effects and consequences are there? So consequence analysis and how often it will be happen. So probability estimation. So this is the second question they are asking for the hazard side. Okay, so now the two questions we are going to solve in the risk benefit analysis here. So risk benefit analysis is a method that helps the engineer to analyze the risk. Okay, the project and intimated whether the project should be implemented or not. It is very much closer to close the cost benefit analysis. So risk benefit analysis nothing but as an engineer we have to analyze the risk part and we have to sort out the problem. What is the next you are going to implementing or not against the project. Okay, so that is the cost benefit analysis of the meaning. Okay, so the first one, how we are going to analysis of the benefit of the risk means the first point is a product worth. Applying the risk benefit analysis for a particular repeated organization you're working as an employee means you have to you have to complete the project at a target. So the target and you have to completing the project means what are the criteria and what is the application, what is the process you are going to make upon the particular project sector. Okay, so that's why you are going to using the risk analysis also. Some employees are previous experienced employees or you could not able to work with you compared to other target. But you have to take some risk and you have to work it on the individual part. That is a self-confident is important to work it on the employees. So that's why they are given the project as an example to control the cost benefit analysis. That is the first one. Second one is that the project worth applying the risk benefit analysis. So what are the benefits you are needing to risk analysis? So what is suppose a risk is happened on the particular site, particular situation, so how we are going to reduce the analysis. That is a main core. Okay, so the third one, overweight the risk. Okay, the major reason for the analysis of the risk benefits are to know the risk, benefit, and weight them each. So decide to design advertisability and product of the project. Okay, so suggest the modify the design so that the risk are eliminated or reduced. So these are the analysis of the risk methods you're going to proposal to the project side. Okay, so now we are going to prepare one project. We are going to prepare one product of the organization. Means you're going to prepare for the project. So the project analysis you are going to make upon all the risk analysis factors. So you're going to reduce all those things and you have to apply to the new implementations of the developing to the organization. Okay, so these are the risk benefit analysis, and how we are going to reduce the risk benefit analysis based on criteria.